So, I'm still painting my house and I've just stopped for another chat. Anything for a little break from painting. I want to discuss somebody I think about a lot, Katie Hopkins. Now, she's a controversial character with her own column in the Sun newspaper, and she also recently appeared on Big Brother, and she got the chickens clucking like, we don't like Katie Hopkins, but yet we all watched her, we all found her entertaining. It's like, if you take a comedian, they can blame me on, well, I can say that, I can get away with it. It's satire. It's sarcasm, a little bit sarcasm, and they can get through the taboo barriers because they're comedians. And you've got Katie Hopkins now. She's also an entertainer, feeding a hungry market. And the British public love to complain. Did you hear what Katie Hopkins says the other night? Did you see her on that television programme? When she came out of the Big Brother house, she appeared on Loose Women, and she was booed terribly as she walked on to sit with the ladies. And Janet Street Porter, I'm a huge fan of Janet's, took her on, she challenged her. Katie Hopkins stood in her power and justified her often crude comments. And at the end of the interview, Katie Hopkins got up, walked out to more boos, and she wasn't fazed. And I wonder with Katie Hopkins whether some of her views are really her own, or whether she's just feeding a market and she's a good businesswoman. She's doing what the public wants to do. She's shocking them. She makes what I can describe as pure racist comments. And she's not afraid to go in there and offend to the highest degree, and she's never really said anything I can agree with, but she doesn't make me cringe because she's just a person with one opinion. And sometimes I think you need extremes because she's so far right, you've got a far left, and then you've got something in the middle. She actually creates debate by being extreme. And this is what a free democratic society does. It has extremes, so that we find somewhere in the middle where we can say, well, this is the answer. And she's an extreme. We could live in a country where people like Katie Hopkins would be in prison by now because they've been so outspoken. So I'm covered in paint. But she's showing that there is freedom of speech, and one thing we can take from her is we can say what we want and what we feel, provided nobody gets hurt, provided we respect our children, and we strive to work hard in an honest fashion to make a good living for our families. And I sometimes wish I could be more like Katie Hopkins in that I wouldn't be bothered if I was booed like that, if I was hated like that. That aspect of her I do admire, that she can turn a cheek and continue with her foul mouth. Society's feeding her. Society's paying her wages. Society wanted her in the Big Brother house. They want her in the Sun newspaper. They want her anarchy. We've created the Katie Hopkins of today.